Alright, what up, guys? So I was scrolling through Reddit, and apparently doing tier lists and stuff is what everybody's doing right now. I'm a little bit bored, so I figured screw it. I'll make a video because I'm kind of curious how I feel about each knife compared to the other knife, right? Because I can look at a knife, be like, yeah, that's cool, or yeah, that's not cool, or that's bland, whatever. But compared to other knives, I don't know. And also, just for the sake of simplicity, we're going off of the vanilla skins here because obviously I think that, like, for example, let's see, like an M9 Bayo with like a ruby finish would be cooler than the Karambit in Safari Mesh, right? But if you put them in vanilla, I think I like Karambit more than the M9, right? But anyway, so rambling aside, let's just kind of get into it here. We're going to just go through the list in order. We have the Bayo, not the M9. I think that the Bayo with the new update is A tier. Before Animagraph 2, I would have probably put it B tier, but I actually kind of like the spin, right? It's a little bit slow. Like, I feel like if it was sped up, it would definitely be way better, but it's still not bad, right? And I like the look of the knife as well. Inspect's nice. Yeah, I never understood the hate on the regular Bayo versus the M9 because, to be honest, I kind of like this one a little bit more. I think. I don't know. I'll have to look at the Bayo when it gets here. Um, the Bowie. I know people hate on the Bowie. I would probably put it like C tier, maybe even like lower B tier. I never understood why people hated on it so much, though. I mean, it's got a kind of clean pullout. It's got a nice and unique spectate. I think I'm actually going to move it up to B tier. Yeah, see, like, it's not bland to pull out. The knife itself doesn't look bland, and the inspect's not bland, right? So, yeah, I think we're actually going to move that up to, like, B tier. We have the butterfly knife. I don't know, with the new Animagraph update, the inspect is broken. Where's the butterfly? Right, this is fine here. The knife itself looks fine. I've always thought that butterfly knives, while they have cool inspects, I always thought they looked a little small for your hand. Yeah, that inspect is kind of stupid, right? Did they fix it though? Maybe. Maybe they did fix it. But either way, I would probably put the butterfly. I mean, I think it's still an S tier knife, maybe. But it's like really low S tier. Like probably my least favorite up here, which there's not very many up there, obviously. Classic knife. So this right here, most people don't like the classic knife, but I'm totally putting it in A tier. I absolutely love the classic. Um, Pull out, not bland. The knife itself looks a little weird. What I think puts it from B tier to A tier for me is that it has an actual walking around. Uh, the thing where like you kind of play with the knife and you can sometimes cut your finger. I think that's cool. I really like this knife though. Most people don't, but I do. So yeah, we're gonna put that in A tier. The default TT knife, D tier. It's not as bad as the default. We're gonna go ahead and do this default T knife, which is gonna be an F tier. It's the last one on the D tier, but it's there. What is that? That's the Falcon? Falchion? Is that right? How do we feel about the Falchion? I'm a little blind, so sometimes it's hard for me to see this stuff. It is. See that inspects cool, but the actual pullout is crap. And when you walk around with it, it's kind of crap. Not really a huge fan. That's cool too. But I don't know. I don't really like it very much. So we're gonna put this. You know what? We're gonna move this down to F tier because it's just kind of there. But I would probably put this D tier. Flip knife. Flip knife. Better than the Falchion, but not by much. I think it's kind of weird that the blade is longer than the handle, so where the hell does the blade go? You know? Pullout's cool. When you hold it, it looks a little weird, but not too bad. And inspecting it's pretty bland. So I would probably put this in C tier, personally. Gut knife, D tier. I think it's absolutely hideous. We're not even gonna look at it. It looks ugly. The pullout is okay. It's like the same as the Huntsman, which we're about to get into, but I just don't like it. We're gonna put Huntsman though in B tier. I kind of have a bias because when I did have a knife, Huntsman was the knife I had. The knife itself looks cool. Inspec's pretty bland. The pullout is okay, all right. But something about the Huntsman, I think it's just the best budget knife. Maybe. I take it back. I think the Stiletto was probably the best budget knife. But yeah. Karambit, boom, immediately S tier. It goes way above that butterfly knife. I absolutely love the Karambit. Don't know why. It just is always. It doesn't have anything to do with the Inspect. I think the knife itself just looks cool. Probably, if I had to pick, like if we had an S plus, definitely the Karambit. Kukri. It's like B or A. I think it's gonna be A, but it would be the last one in the A tier. Pullout's cool, especially the rare one. Yeah, like that. The Inspect was cool. The knife itself looks cool. You know, it's meant for splitting coconuts, but it's kind of cool, I guess. I'm not gonna get too much into that. I guess which this video has nothing to do with finishes, but whenever it gets its finish, it's gonna be pretty sick. The M9 is A tier, but I actually think it's worse than these two. Better than the Kukri, but it's worse than the Classic, which is gonna be something that people dog on me over. But I think the M9 is a little bit overrated. The knife itself looks cool, but other than that, like, I don't know. The pullout's kind of okay, right? It's not bland. Inspect's bland. What carries the knife is it just looks cool, right? Navaja, we're not even gonna look at that. That should just go straight in F tier, dude. What is this? The Nomad? I would put the Nomad probably B tier, just because it does kind of look cool. That part's kind of bland, but sometimes the fact that you accidentally cut your finger is cool. Yeah, right there. That's cool. But other than that, it's I don't know. Not really a huge fan. But definitely not the worst. What is that? Is that the paracord, right? Paracord is C tier, 100%. It's a very bland knife. Or no, that's a survival knife. That's the paracord, right? Or no, that's the survival knife. I don't know. Anyway, this one, it's okay. I do like the one where you throw it into your hand. That one. That is cool. But other than that, the knife itself's pretty bland. Butt plugs, low B tier. We're not even going to look at them, but definitely low B tier. The skeleton knife goes in the S tier for me. I think it looks absolutely sick. Where's the skeleton? Oh. Which is really strange because you don't really do a whole lot with it. You have this, but other than that, like the pull out is kind of bland. Except for that one. That one's really cool. If you always did that, that'd be sick. That's bland, though. But I don't know. I just really like the sky knife personally. Stiletto, A tier. Before the Kukri, but not quite M9. As a kid, I absolutely loved Stiletto knives. I had them in real life, and they were pretty cool. Not much to say about it, though. I don't know if it's just the idea that I had them in real life and like them in real life that makes them really good, or if there's actually something about it. Yeah, so it's kind of hard for me to make a judgment on this one. Let's see here, we're almost done. This one is the survival knife, and it's also going to go into C tier. We're not going to look at that one either, but it's just kind of there, right? It's not good, it's not bad. Talon, definitely A tier. Probably the best of the A tier, to be honest. I absolutely love it. Just the baby Karambit, you know? It just looks cool. Pull out's cool. Inspect's cool, especially when you do the rare inspect like that. Normal inspect's cool. Is it just only gonna do this? There we go. Yeah, it looks good. It's not as good as the Karambit, but It's close for me. One knife left, the Ursus, and I'm putting it in D tier. Maybe controversial, but other than its inspect, it's an absolutely boring knife for me. Where do we have it on here? See, that's boring. The knife itself looks boring. Yeah. The only thing that's cool is when you spin it around, but other than that, I just don't like it. Yeah. That's the thing that's kind of cool. I don't know. Not a fan. But that is it. That is the knife tier list. And I feel like nobody would agree with me. I guarantee some people would have the, and obviously some people would have the M9 up here. Definitely would have the classic down here. But this is all personal preference. This is my preference. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the generic YouTube stuff. I might do like skin tier lists in the future just because, even though not very many people are going to watch this, it's fine. I just have nothing else to do with my time right now. So, but anyway, thank you for watching.